Welcome to Ultimus DPA Suite 21 product release webinar. My name is Joachim Haas, and I'm the product manager at Ultimus. Ultimus 2019 was a major release that we were very proud of, but the Ultimus Digital Process Automation T21 is even bigger. With Ultimus 21, you can see more clearly our strategy. The Ultimus DPA Suite is an entirely new concept in business process automation. We are now looking at automating individual processes. The goal is to automate processes within a broader context, creating a seamless digital end-to-end enterprise. When all processes and process variants are automated, with this end goal in mind, one can finally realize what everyone wants in process automation: business agility, customer experience, and internal efficiency. As our customers know, that's the way to deliver complex, mission-critical, and customer-facing solutions faster, with higher quality, and of course, cheaper. It's safe to say that Ultimus 21 has something for everyone, both internal users as well as external users like customers and partners. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. In order for you to better understand all the improvements and new possibilities that Ultimus 21 offers, allow me to briefly explain the pillars of Ultimus. The first pillar is Composed Process Solutions, which allows to compose and generate sophisticated process solutions and applications. The Ultimus BPM Suite is the robust workflow engine in the back. The Advanced Task Service and the DPA portal is the front-end UI for our users. And with the Ultimus Assets, we are providing a collection of reusable assets and concepts, which I will explain more in the next slides. This presentation is organized into the following 5 themes. Let me expand on each. Starting with faster solution development and change. Please keep in mind that we will have more in-depth webinars, and we can explain this release one-to-one by request. This one is just to give you an overview, as we could talk for days about everything that is in this release. First of all, let me give you an impression of our new Composer with its entirely new nodes tree, which makes composing Ultimus CPS solution much faster. In the back, we have optimized our SQL indexes in order to speed up queries. With our node management, you can easily copy nodes, move a node, rename a node. With this feature, you can easily create a new solution based on any existing solution. Copy and move feature can replace the references in the U# nodes, keeping a valid process or solution after the copy or move. The next example is our expression editor. This is great for business user-developer collaboration, as it is a much more intuitive way to creating, understanding, and managing complex expressions. Here is an example for a bit complex expression. With the expression editor, this U# expression is visualized. You can extend or change this expression. And once you press save, the generated expression is stored as pure U#. Key here is that everything goes into U#. U# is still the best, fastest, and most intuitive low-code paradigm, but some areas can benefit from visualization, and in selected areas where it makes sense, we will create more. But the key is, at the end of the day, the input and output is always U#. On this screen, you see our extraction verification asset. It is designed to work with any AI or ML extraction use case where you need to verify the extracted data against the source. So please keep in mind that this is just one use case. In this use case, an invoice recognition and data extraction example is shown. On the left side, you see a built-in image viewer. In this example, an invoice is shown. The extracted data is visible on the right side. The user can now validate the extracted data, can confirm it by clicking and changing the question marks, which turns into a green check. And he can fix extraction issues in case. The extraction itself is done via one of our new Ultimus extraction flowbots, which runs automatically in the back, so the end user is not bothered by this processing. The form progress indicator is used within complex forms to help the end users to see the progress of his work within this form. The phase control indicator allows to visualize the high-level phases of a process. For example, request phase, analysis phase, decision, or finalization phase of a process. A complete different asset is our expanded Google Maps functionality. This allows to geographically display process information on the map. The end user, for example, a traveling salesman, can now easily organize himself. Or a support colleague can see with one view to which region a request belongs to help with a perfect fitting guidance. For solutions which need structure, our dynamic grid starters is a perfect starting point. And let me give you just a few impressions without going into the details. I only need to mention that with Angular, it would take days to do this. And everyone knows grids are a real pain, but not with Ultimus. It takes only minutes to do what you see. And the best, they are all out of the box responsive to work with any modern device with different screen resolutions. When we talk about visualization, here just a few impressions of our built-in chart controls, which easily enrich any of your solutions. Another great collaboration feature is aliases. In this example, you see in U# using relative paths of the data elements, but they are quite long. And when you're using absolute paths, they are even longer and not easily reusable. Here our alias come into the game. When defining alias, as shown on the screen, the actual data elements are mapped. And the resulting U# is not only much easier to read and to handle, but fully reusable as well. These are things which allow better collaboration between business owners and people doing the actual work. This is valid not only for the previously shown expression editor, but for the aliases as well. Let me conclude this first section by highlighting the DPA solution starters. These are functional process automation solutions that are easily configurable for even the most demanding business requirements. With these, you can deliver amazingly fast. We currently have 26 of them and more are being added all the time. Best of all, they are free for all licensed customers. Now you might ask, why are these better than templates and other products? Well, our solution starters are not templates, but already working concepts that you can adapt to your needs very easily and without restrictions. Others follow the take it or leave it approach. But such working concepts come with our composing concept. Everything is in your hands. You can modify whatever you want, and it is not restricted, which isn't the case compared to standard template concept. And here you see one of our solution starters in actions, the daily health attestation. So you can understand what they look like. Despite all the talk of citizen developers, it is clear that business owners don't want to become developers, but they do want to adjust the drivers of their business quickly, intuitively, and safely without IT. With Ultimus 21, we've created pre-built extendable CPS-based applications that make it really simple, fast, and safe to make changes to solutions. Remember, these are all CPS-based. Not only do they fit into the same UI construct as everything else, but they can be changed and adapted to fit each customer's own business requirements. If there are changes or extensions you need, you just make them. You don't have to wait for a future release to get what you want. And these are only a few examples. The first one is email launch. Incident launch by email allows to create process configuration that contains all required information about process to launch and email account details that will be monitored by incident launch Windows service. Windows service will automatically launch incident as soon as we send an email on provided mailbox. Here you see the actual configuration, including email account details. Launch by database. This application allows to create profiles having required information about process to launch, solution name, family name, process name and user ID, and data nodes. These profiles are saved into database. We have a Windows service running at the background, monitoring that database, and it launches all processes with due dates smaller or equal to date now. Bulk incident launch information is very useful when your input data is in Excel format, coming from an external source, or simply for a load testing and checking solution performance under high load. The solution extracts data from Excel files, and our incident launch service running in the background launch the incidents. Our rich text, HTML, email, and document template creator and manager with image control is a rich text editor which we can use to create email templates and document templates. You can easily link CPS data with these templates. So this CPS not only helps you to create these templates, but to store and manage them as well. or send perfectly formatted emails to your customers or users, fully localized if you need any multiple languages. This approval matrix is used to specify assignments to admin of departments, cost centers, and process flow. This rule interface is to configure our automated rule and decision flowbots. In the upper part, you see all the defined decisions. In the lower part, an example process with decision flowbots. In the first example, the data element is compared with the value 37, and if higher, a manual approval is needed. In the second example, the data element is compared with the value 1000, and if lower, an automated booking is possible. Please note that these rules can be adapted to any of your specific needs. Activity Scheduler. The Activity Scheduler is a CPS application that allows to set an activity on a BPM process. We can configure the schedule and frequency of activity using this application. Activity can be either initiate, abort, or complete step of same process, or launching a new process. Using this CPS-based service manager, as well as CPS application, we can manage Windows services using this application. We can create service-specific watch lists, see service status and other details, and we can stop services. So you see, Ultimus CPS can be used to operate and monitor your environment using UIs which fit exactly to what you need. Cloud Server is my favorite CPS application. We can manage Cloud Server using this application. We can create department-specific views, see server statuses and other details. And the best, using this application, we can start and stop servers either manually or using a timer in the back, which automatically shuts down the machine when not used or needed anymore. This saves us a lot of money every month. Think about all the nice services which exist in the web. And many of them can get really expensive when extensively used, and if you don't have control about its usage. Our adapter usage and management helps to keep control about the usage of these services. Your controller will love you. Last but not least, a nice feature when you need to manage task assignments. With the standard settings, a user can assign a task to his colleague directly and without any double check. But this is not always wanted. With our task assigned with approval, you can define an approval process which is launched when a user assigns a task. Now a manager or operator can approve or reject this assignment. Let me continue with end-to-end automation. Seamlessly integrating the emerging intelligent automation technologies into business process solutions in a consistent way without custom development and in a way that makes it easy and has business value. Things like RPA, Ultimus flowbots, integrations, AI, ML tools, or creating your own AI, ML models, blockchain, and so on. Extending process beyond the enterprise to customers and partners so that they can share the benefit of automation and make the experience of working with your organization much better and efficient. And here are some examples. Incoming invoice is an example of an end-to-end process which shows why BPM is the right place for orchestrating these technologies and how easy it is. The Ultimus BPM engine handles the end-to-end orchestration of automation tools, the automated and human activities, systems, and data. The Ultimus flowbots automatically execute tasks, trigger tools, perform integrations based on events, rules, and process activity. And CPS defines reports, forms, and interfaces for business user control of automated activities, process flow, or rules. This process map shows automated email launch, intelligent escalation and step activation, and external event notification. AI ML data extraction executed with Ultimus flowbots, the Ultimus automated activities, so you don't have to pay for RPA bots, and automated form population. Automated email notification, automated document generation, and process rules for straight-through processing. Human steps with dynamic group routing for human in the loop for additional accuracy. ERP and archive integration, and business user solution configuration. This is an example of composable digital assets and how they perfectly fit together as a part of this intelligent email routing. Here we see a fully automated email processing, which uses automated flowchart steps, does keyword extraction and analysis to route the email automatically to the predicted department. And with the feedback from the department, the system is trained and improves over the time. And with the built-in report capabilities, you can see with one click how accurate the prediction is. With Ultimus and CPS, using blockchain to notarize documents is only activating one setting. All the rest is prepared and works out of the box. In this example, a car loan application should be notarized. And you see from the red icon, it is not yet done. To do so, just click on the document, view it, click on the e-notarize button, enter your password, and submit. Now in the back, the notarization is initiated. Once this completes, you can see the document is notarized, see the blue icon on the top, and there's no button to notarize anymore. And you see a verification icon besides the view icon. What if communicating with Ultimus would be as easy as sending a WhatsApp message? In fact, it is. With our WhatsApp integration, you will get a voice-enabled process launch. You can launch processes via WhatsApp message, including voice message, attach pictures, videos, and of course, the current location. And with the WhatsApp flowbot, you can share your reply or feedback directly from the Ultimus processes. Natural language processing, for example, the Alexa.
Alexa, open Ultimus.
Welcome at Ultimus for Alexa. What can I do for you?
How many tasks do I have?
Hello, Clara. You have 344 tasks in your inbox.
This is only a short example. Now something completely different. The user self-registration with the registration process. Think about the scenario. One of our customers needs a solution access for every financial institution that operates or wants to operate in their country. Another that manages all billing permits nationwide. So having self-registration with the ability to add human in the loop process steps is absolutely essential. Ultimus 21 makes this really easy. Powered by Ultimus Organization, you can not only create or manage users, we have a built-in password reset functionality included. And as these are composable assets, you can easily adapt the forms, the process, the emails, everything to your specific needs. To conclude this third section, let me tell you a few words about private process instance data. By this, sensitive or private data remains on the server and can be hidden at defined steps, or this can be used for managing parallel step data. But let's have a look what we did for our end users. Of course, without a good user experience, you lose productivity or turn off users, and you may get unwanted help desk calls. The exact opposite of what you are trying to accomplish with your digital process automation effort. Here are some examples. The new dynamic multi-level navigation gives you full flexibility how you want to organize the DPA portal for your environment. This first view is the standard user view. It includes views and folders. With the power user or admin view, we have here applications as well. Items can be grouped, up to 4 levels, ordered and collapsed, with role-based accessible navigation items. This UI is fully localizable, including application names, and localization is integrated in UATS Administrator. In-portal messaging, notification, and reminders brings the communication into the DPA portal. You can send notifications to specific incidents. You can send messages directly to users or reminders to all processes of the same type. The process tab now includes a configurable playback feature, including rule evaluation and step activation details directly in the process map. In this example, you can see a process loop here on the beginning. The evaluation of different process rules and the activation of different steps. One of the biggest strengths of Ultimus DPA Portal and Ultimus CPS is that all composable assets are pre-localized. Here an example of a fully Arabic localized UI. By the way, all major European languages and Arabic and Chinese are available. Other languages can be easily added with simple translation. The last example in this fourth block is the issue reporting as part of the DPA portal. By this, end users can give a one-click feedback, can ask questions, or can report issues. In the back, an incident management process allows the solution owner to handle the feedback. The last but definitely not the least theme of this presentation is our comprehensive security. Digital process automation is even more strategically important these days, and that makes security even more important as well, especially for cloud solutions based on Ultimus CPS and our DPA portal. For this, we included the best-in-class protection using state-of-the-art encryption. Just to list a few of these protected areas. We are using AIS 256 CBC encryption, one-time keys, and tokens for form opening, form and server communications, database connection strings, data model and related information, licensed and other sensitive information, and the intermodal communication. And with Ultimus 21, we are of course supporting TLS 1.2. Last but not least, this build of course includes a lot of reliability enhancement and all the fixes for issues reported by our customers and partners. It supports all the latest technologies and is now native 64-bit, which means your AEK-based solution needs to be recompiled with 64-bit setting. And as a result of our improvements, the system is 20 up to 55% faster in specific areas. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time and interest. And if you have any questions or would like a more detailed one-to-one presentation, please do not hesitate to contact your account manager or simply me directly by email. I look forward to hearing from you and discussing further details about Ultimus 21 with you. Thank you and goodbye.